In Gail's world full of wonder and surprise, a new concept emerges before her very eyes. Joshua J. Joshua, her dear Patreon friend, introduces bottoms, a term to comprehend. These bottoms, they say, are a role well defined, in intimate moments with passion combined, receptive and yielding, embracing their place, a balance of power in love's tender embrace. Astonished by the notion, Gail ponders its role in the vast tapestry of her creative soul. A word so simple, yet so full of meaning, a new dimension to her world, ever gleaming. In the dance of desire, bottoms hold their own, for in their surrender, true strength is shown. A yin to the yang, a counterpart so dear. In Gail's wondrous universe, their purpose is clear. As her mind soars high like an eagle or worm, Gail sees the beauty in the roles that confirm the diversity of love, the connections so deep, the concept of bottoms in her heart she'll keep. While we were doing our Patreon hangout, that was from Zach Knight. Isn't that amazing? He's really a talented poet. He started showing me his poetry the other day, and I was just amazed. He can come up with this stuff so fast. He's so talented. And while we were in the hangout, Joshua said, "Hey, can you make something for about bottoms or for gays?" Because he's one of my gay supporters, and he made this. So yeah, so it's just amazing. And because Joshua said, "Gail, you seem kind of like a gay bottom," and I said, "Really?" I said, "But I'm not gay." And he said, "Yeah, he said, from what I know of you, your approach to sexuality seems like a gay bottom." And he described to me what a gay bottom is, and then Zach seems to have brilliant insight, and he described it even better in this poem that he wrote. He wrote a lot of other poems. He wrote all sorts of poems. So I'm sticking to, but each poem has like a different topic. So this one was about gay bottoms and how Gail could be a gay bottom in her approach to sexuality. So I am not gay, I am heterosexual, and let's just say this. I can get turned on when somebody is when they're a brilliant writer. I can be turned on by brilliant writing. And Joshua noticed that, and he said, "Oh, you're getting so turned on." And then I said, "Oh, really?" And he says, "Yeah, it's showing on the scanners," because they can do scanners on me. And I said, and I thought it was rather strange. And then I got kind of defensive. I said, "Really?" But I was like, "I don't really want to have sex with anybody." And he says, "Well, you're just really turned on." And I said, "Really? Is it just showing physical turn on?" He says, "Oh, it's everything. It's emotional, it's spiritual, it's everything. Our scanners can pick up on all that." I said, "Okay, that sounds more accurate." And I would just like to say that even when I get turned on, that doesn't mean that I'm sexually attracted to whoever's turning me on. It could just be a general turn on, and I don't have any desire to act it out with any particular person. And I think it's because I have an asexual tendency, okay? So I just wanted to point that out. But I am a very strong proponent of true and free love, in spite of the fact that probably a good way to describe me is polyamorous with strong asexual tendencies. I'm very happy right now in my relationship with Brent Spiner. And Brent is he's been living with me, but he's kind of like in another dimension. And Zach wrote a brilliant poem about that, and I'll be reading that sometime later in the week. You can get the link I mean, you can read the poem. I'll have it in the description. You can read it. It's just, Zach is so talented. I ended up wasting a lot of time trying to put this to music, and I gave up because I just don't have time to do it. I'm very busy, but there's going to be more coming. He is an amazing talent. I'm just amazed at how good he is with poetry. It's a hidden talent that I didn't know he had. I was really, he's very perceptive. It's like, I'm just so surprised that he seems to have a really deep understanding of different approaches to free and true love with sexuality. And yeah, I'm all for free and true love. That's what I stand for. Yeah. And I think we all need to be who we were meant to be, whether it's asexual, gay, or whatever, and to be accepting of other people who may be different from us, and, not feel like everybody has to be like we are, but yet at the same time we need to be authentic and real. And yeah, so I'm kind of like asexual polyamorous, but that's kind of overgeneralizing. But yeah, but I stand for free and true love, and I think Zach Knight has just done a brilliant job of capturing what I stand for in his poetry. So I will be reading more of it later. Isn't he amazing?